What's up, guys, and welcome back to New
Caller Entertainment. This is Matt and Ariane. Hi.
Why did you cut it off like that?
Well, because it was going long.
That's the point.
Yeah, maybe.
Why don't you let me have fun? Why do you hate my fun?
I don't hate it.
I feel like you hate my fun.
I don't hate your fun. You distrust it? I don't know.
Why do you attack my fun?
It is my version of trolling you.
I feel like it's just me.
Well, I think that we should stop trolling each other. And in that way, it's easier for us to not do stuff like that.
Okay, you start.
Okay. To be fair, you started, but okay.
What do you mean I started? I was literally doing the intro.
In the course of our relationship.
Stop bringing up bullshit.
Fair. Alright, what are we doing? This opening screen makes my skin crawl low-key. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it kind of sucks.
That's kind of why it's there. Control it, please?
Oh, I guess you do need that to play, huh?
I do. I absolutely do. I'm also going to share in the stream, not in the stream, in the chat, and I will share it on our page later. So, I'll get into it here in a second.
What are we doing?
I'm sharing stuff my family sent me earlier. I don't know why I want to copy. Okay. Sorry. Watch after our stream. Okay, so there you go. People aren't like going over someplace else and like not watching us instead. So, we're gonna get started here. And hey, man, Hodari, continue. I don't remember where we were.
We will not be talking WrestleMania.
You will not be?
Because it was okay.
Okay. Well, before we get into not talking about WrestleMania, what I had shared on there is for and what we will
You see? Right.
and
This will wake me up.
what we will see. Well, give me a second to explore, dude. On here, on the stream, on our channel, whatever, however I'm able to do that. My sister and one of my besties from high school teamed up and were on an episode of Pictionary. It just dropped on YouTube. I'm not sure what channel it's actually on, but they were on it. They were hilarious because, of course, they are. And they did a good job. And I'm not gonna ruin how they did. Oh, son of a bitch, trying to get tools, yo. But I did put it on our personal chat, and then I'll add it to our feed somehow if I can, like link it or whatever, or share it somehow.
Yeah, check it out. It was a pretty fun episode.
No, yeah.
Alright, so WrestleMania.
Oh, we are going to do WrestleMania?
Apparently we're going to talk about WrestleMania because Hodari does not think it was mid.
I'd like to stay with Hugo.
And he WrestleMania
Hugo better stay with me.
40 card. Alright, so let me go deep into WrestleMania as to why it was meh.
Hugo's waiting for me.
Yeah, we know. He can wait. He's fine.
Here we go.
No, I don't want to hear your trash opinion. Then why did you ask if we were going to talk about it? You don't want to hear it if it's not going to be...
We are going to talk about it now just because you said it was trash. So here we go. So.
I have enough stuff to do stuff now? No, damn it. Talk about anything else?
First, let's start with the opener. Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Give this match a solid 7.5. I love Rhea. And Becky's a good worker. So it was okay.
It's not a prophecy.
It was okay for a number 2 or number 3 match. It wasn't the greatest WrestleMania opener. In the fact that, I mean, the WrestleMania opener should be super exciting and really fast paced and really get the blood going for the rest of the night. and it just didn't feel like it did that as much as like the triple threat from night 2 would have done, or even Io and Bailey would have done. Because I do believe that Io and Bailey put on a better match than Rhea and Becky, and I love Rhea, so don't get that twisted.
And there's like a little bit of, God, I feel so weird, because I will happily, readily talk shit about, not talk shit, but like express my displeasure with some of the wrestlers I see in AEW, or just with WWE and or like overall.
Yeah,
that's mostly probably stemming from like, you know, just dissatisfaction with the storylines and the way they were treating talent and so forth and so on. I know we're now in a new era, so like some of that might change.
Are you in a new era if you have to announce that you're in a new era?
Yes.
That must be it.
But so
But what if you do the same thing?
We're gonna talk about that in a second.
Oh, okay.
But so the whole thing was that I saw some stuff that I feel I wouldn't have. Every match, almost every match is gonna have a botch or sloppiness here and there, but you hope to see less of it when you're at that stage. And yeah, I was a little disappointed with the Rhea Becky match. I thought it was a bad match. It was just, having never really watched those two work, I was slightly underwhelmed. Not to the same extent I was the fucking Usos match. Oh my god.
So here's my thing. If you had a movie come out, right? And it had Robert Downey Jr., Robert De Niro, Leo DiCaprio, and Joe Pesci in it. And the whole trailer...
It came to me during the night.
Sorry, I'll let them speak.
It's fine. He's doing something like my life or something, my path. And he's doing chemistry. I'm gonna leave him alone.
And
I will keep my eye.
The whole trailer was them throwing grenades and shooting guns and blood and guts and all that. What would you walk into that movie expecting, really?
Exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
If it was released during Oscar season, same cast, and it was mostly like suspenseful talking scenes and drama, what would you expect?
That.
Okay. So, my point being,
wildfire.
When I tell you WrestleMania, what do you expect?
Hard pumping adrenaline action or whatever.
The best night in wrestling, right?
That year, yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is the pinnacle of all the hard work. This is everything that's supposed to be. And while there were moments that felt like WrestleMania, the card itself, the show itself, did not feel like WrestleMania.
By the way, have you seen?
And I'll prove that point even further. So let's go on to the six-pack ladder match, which was super clustered and not a bad. Again, plenty of chaos, I guess. It had the bump of the card with the air raid siren off the top of the ladder. That was a fantastic bump and a cool moment. Other than that, it was forgettable.
I disagree.
Wait, yeah. Let me back up a little bit. Because you did have a moment where R-Truth went for a hot tag and got a huge pop off of that, and then one team stole all of DX's moves. They got a pop off of that.
We thought you'd gone.
But overall, there were a couple memorable spots, but other than that, it was okay. I've seen better ladder matches at WrestleMania.
What's the matter?
This castle is a ruin.
Ah,
And that's exactly what you need. Whoever built this place really didn't want to be fucked with. Be good and you'll be fine.
so you're going to find Arthur? If I can help,
He's my problem. You heard what I heard. Those Inquisition dogs took him to the Bastion.
We heard that? I
know
don't remember
what to
hearing
do.
that.
I'll find him.
Amicia, look!
Listen, with Hugo, it doesn't look easy, but believe me, it's worth it. He will save you. They always end up saving us. Even if, brothers, sometimes you just want to kill them.
The symbol is Amicia.
I believe you. Anyway, don't leave without saying goodbye.
As if that was my style.
Amicia, please come.
Yes, Hugo. What did you find?
Okay, continue.
Alright, so let's move on.
It's the drawing.
So,
What drawing?
The one in the dining room. I'll show you. Come on.
The six-pack ladder match was full of some cool spots, but nothing really spectacular. I have seen better ladder matches at WrestleMania. So we will move on to Bianca, Naomi, and Jade versus Damage Control. This match did its job. It was to showcase the African American talent of the women's division. It did that fine, but it was a match I could have watched on SmackDown. It was a match I could have watched on the Royal Rumble. It didn't strike me as a WrestleMania match, especially with the giant buckets of fried chicken on the ring.
We're going to get to that last.
I'll leave that lie, and I'll let you handle that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's let the cinematic play.
10 out of 10. So strange.
10 out of 10 match or 10 out of 10 thighs?
Yes.
And no, it wasn't a 10 out of 10 match. I give it a negative 100 just because Naomi had to take all the fucking heat.
Yeah, like, who else is going to take it, unfortunately?
They keep disrespecting Naomi.
They really fucking do! God damn it!
They even changed her amazing... No. There's a match.
Say what?
Strange, it's like there was a match.
Listen, we are going to find a way to cure you.
Well...
And there's Lucas and Melly now, you know?
Lucas, come see the butterflies.
Looks like someone's having a good time.
It's getting bigger.
Oof.
Yes. The macula is spreading through his blood. The books say there are several thresholds in the process, and at each threshold, the carrier may be lost.
How much time do we have?
Very little. Hugo is nearing the first threshold. My master and your mother were trying to slow the process down.
But how? What were they doing?
They were working on a very complex elixir that would allow him time to prepare.
And do you know how to do it?
I don't have their knowledge, but their work was inspired by a forbidden book.
Honestly, the match...
The Sanguinis Itinera.
So perhaps...
the match wasn't bad, wasn't good, straight down the middle of the match I
The
expected.
Sanguinis Itinera is dangerous. It is sealed, together with other works, in the university basement. Just getting there would be near impossible. Suicidal, even.
Which is why we must do it.
Yes, but if we take advantage of the current chaos, we might have a chance.
I know the place. It's in town not far from where they keep my brother. If you're ready to take that risk, I can help you get in.
Thank you.
Right. I'll get my belongings together. Meet me inside when you want to leave.
In that case, you'll need some equipment. I'll get it ready.
Hugo, I'm really sorry. I need to leave.
Don't worry, I'll stay with Lucas.
Good.
Oof. Yeah, that is not looking good there, kid.
Alright, so on to the next one.
Alright.
Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. This one felt like a WrestleMania filler match. I will give it that. You had the big NFL cameo with Jason Kelsey and some of the Eagles players at the end.
Who was the other Eagles player, by the way?
It was fine. I'll give it was a WrestleMania match because of the celebrity cameos. But that's about it.
We girls know how to handle ourselves.
I'm sure you do. Good luck.
So now we move on to Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Probably match of the night. It was a great match. However, well, I can't say that. Yeah, okay, you know what? I will give Gunther and Sami Zayn. That was a WrestleMania match. That was fantastic. That was great. No notes. Fine. Then we move on to Jay versus Jimmy Uso.
Oh.
This may have been the biggest disappointment in my recent wrestling memory. I cannot tell you how hyped I was for this match and how monumentally disheartened and disappointed I was in what I got. It felt like a SmackDown match.
I love the Usos.
It felt phoned in, and I hate it.
I don't know that I feel like it felt phoned in, but like it wasn't nearly as creative as I expected it to be.
And I'm wondering if maybe their time was cut or something like that, because I expect so much more out of the Usos but it just was not good.
And this is not their first time working singles or even their first time working each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is... But I've never seen any of the other matches to even like compare them to, so this is...
Super forgettable, though. I could pretty much name a brother rivalry, and it's better than what the Usos just put on. Edge versus Christian, Bubba versus Devon,
Where
Kane
the hell
versus
is
Undertaker.
Melly?
So that was just a major
The things we
disappointment
found.
and a major
This will
misstep.
stop us losing the mess.
And then the main event, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. The match was good. The Rock did a whole lot more than I was expecting him to. 45 minutes, I think that match went.
Oh, wow.
But the opening was really off.
I don't remember the opening.
Exactly. They just, they did a couple standoffs that didn't feel like they should have been
At
standoffs.
last.
Like,
Alright, come on.
Here, and one last thing. Laurenti has told me once that there are roses scattered along the path to the book, so keep your eyes open.
Roses. Alright, we will.
Rose is important.
like there were some times where they countered something and went into a standoff, and it felt like someone should have been attacking someone else. Like, why are we just standing there looking at each other at this point? This is like the third or fourth one. At some point, we're fighting, right? So the first act was forgettable. Second act was
First rule of
decent.
survival
And then
is-
the conclusion, which The Rock has always really...
You're way too soft. Shh. They're in
You
the
missed
town
it.
rapids.
The first rule of survival is hit him between the legs.
So The Rock definitely is good at endings, and that had a fine ending.
It's that crowd on the bridge.
Um,
It's the townsfolk.
It didn't feel like a main event, honestly.
Yes, the bite's here.
I would have had that as semi-main and had Gunther be
You'll
main
also find
for night one.
Aren't you the same
Just thought, but whatever. I know it's The Rock and all them, and they're not
No.
going semi-main to
Yeah.
Gunther and Sami Zayn.
A
So
thief. I used to
it
work
was
with him.
okay.
He
Give it
was
a.
gifted.
Oh, I
So
didn't
it's
even
the
give ratings on the
punishment
rest of
still.
these. My bad.
Death.
So
I
Becky
don't
and
want
Rhea
to
was
find out
7.5.
that kind of caller. Come on. Let's go.
The 6-man ladder match, I'd give a 6.5, 7.
I'll open this. Then I'll go take care of our-
Bianca,
Alright,
Naomi,
so
Jade, I'll
where
give
will I
a
find the
solid
university? Big
7.
building at the other end. You can't
Rey
miss it.
Mysterio and
Can you
Andrade, I'll give
We'll
a
see each other again?
6.
I hope so. You owe me.
Gunther and Sami Zayn, I'll give a
I'll
9.5.
do my best. There you go. Go on. Get going.
Jimmy and Jay is a -3,
Damn.
Good luck.
just
You
because
too.
there was they could do so much better. And the tag match was a good 8.5.
They know they'll die if they stay.
Um,
You think they'll leave of their own accord?
And that's the thing, like,
Move on. We have to get
I don't want you to think I'm saying this is like the worst wrestling show ever, but I'll get to my point after night 2. Night 2,
Those bastards.
the completely unnecessary night 2 of WrestleMania. In this case, they tried to make up for it by having the two guys who were in the main event, or 3 of the players in the main event go on both nights, so fine. So we'll start with Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Solid opener. Honestly, that could have opened night 1 and really got the juices flowing. It was solid, so I give it an 8. It was decent. It
That must be the university.
was a little
What must
better
be the
than what.
Or
university?
Huh?
that light.
What must be the
Don't
university?
like this.
I guess the only place that's lit up.
Stop. And the ending was fantastic. It felt like WrestleMania there, so I'm good with that. That's fine.
Here we go.
Then we have Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Final Testament. I will be honest,
Brought to you by Gin and Juice.
we skipped it. We did not watch it. It was kind of boring at the get-go, and we didn't end up watching the whole thing, and that's fine. Y'all can judge me for it however you want, but I won't give it a score because we didn't watch it. But I will say that says plenty about who was in the match. Then LA Knight versus AJ Styles. This was a fine pay-per-view match. Not really a WrestleMania match. So I give it a 7, 7.5. It was fine, but it wasn't great. Then we go the triple threat: Logan Paul, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. This was definitely a WrestleMania match. It felt like a WrestleMania match. It was definitely a contender for match of WrestleMania. They did a fantastic job. I'll give that one a 9. I enjoyed it a lot better than the tag match, but not quite as much as the Gunther Sami Zayn match. But still, super solid match. Felt like a WrestleMania match. I will not shit on that one.
Alright, pretty soon I'm about to start doing stealthy stuff, so I would wrap it up just because I think it's going to be difficult to concentrate and talk and stuff.
Okay. Then we have Io Sky versus Bailey. This one was solid as hell. Had a great story to it. I was super invested in it. I'll give it another 9. Felt like a WrestleMania match. That was fine. And then we have the main event: Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. It felt like
Jesus, damn strange.
wow, damn. Okay, so apparently the 6-man was bad, and it's good we skipped it. Main event: Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Now this was obviously WrestleMania. This one I gotta give it the 9.5. The only reason it didn't get a 10 is because Undertaker came out instead of Stone Cold, and Stone Cold would have made more sense.
Why?
Stone Cold has more history with The Rock. There's more. It just makes more sense that he would be the one to stop The Rock and the authority of the bloodline.
Yeah, but Stone Cold also hasn't wrestled in like.
He just had to come out and stunner a guy.
No, I get that, but Undertaker was more recent. Like, oh Jesus, rats! Fuck.
Actually, I think Stone Cold might have wrestled a WrestleMania match more recent than the Undertaker.
Really?
Yeah, he had that Kevin Owens match.
Oh, I didn't know he was working more recently than that. Okay, cool.
But anyway, that was a 9.5 out of 10. Would have been a 10 out of 10 if Stone Cold would have came out. I kind of get where they were going because Undertaker was always the one that you got to do business, and like there's that famous story of people thought Shawn Michaels wasn't going to drop the title to Stone Cold, so he was in Gorilla with his hands taped up, ready to beat the fuck out of Michaels if he didn't drop the title. So I kind of get that. You know, he was making sure that the bloodline stood on business.
Shit.
So I have no problem there. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
How do I turn around?
5, 6.
There we go.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 7 of the 13 matches felt like WrestleMania.
About half.
So half the show.
That's not terrible.
Well, to prove my point here, and the reason that wrestling has super fallen off.
Oh my god. Okay, so pretty sure I have to hit that guy with some Ignifer. And then kill him. Alright. I have my thoughts. I'm going to express them here after this guy walks by.
Well, real quick, I want to wrap up my point.
Okay. Oh god, I'm terrible at this. Okay.
So,
Did that not fucking... Oh god, I missed!
you're also throwing fire at him, not the helmet melty thing.
Is that what Ignifer is?
No.
No, the different. Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
God damn it. Alright, well, I just wait for his ass to come back.
Okay, so while you're waiting for that, now if I went to an Attitude Era pay-per-view, then everyone would be like, oh, stop trying to compare everything to the Attitude Era. So that's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go back 20 years. WrestleMania 20. Okay?
Only 20 years?
Only 20 years, yeah. But this card, okay? First up, opening, we have John Cena versus Big Show for the United States Championship. It was fine, blah, blah. You know, it was a solid opener match. But the big kicker on it is really...
God damn it. Nope. Didn't realize that was the thing I could do.
So the big thing on that is that John Cena picked up Big Show, and at the time that was a big deal. And it felt like, you know, Hogan lifting the giant, and it was this whole, like, homage thing.
So
and that
sequel, gotcha.
feels like a WrestleMania match, because it has that moment. Next one was a Fatal 4-Way with Rob Van Dam, Booker T, Garrison Cade, Mark Jindrak, and the Dudley Boys. And All Resistance for the tag team title. So it's a 4-way tag match. I will give you that one wasn't that great. Okay, so that's one bad one. Third was Christian and Chris Jericho. And this was all... Oh, this was the love story with Trish Stratus involved, which... Trish Stratus.
I probably could have broken his light, actually. Never mind. Oh, well. That's for next time.
But that one, you've got the soap opera story that, honestly, Jimmy and Jay should have been.
Yeah.
And this was executed, obviously, very well because you had Christian and Chris Jericho, two of the best to ever do it. Then you had a handicap match, which was Randy Orton, Batista, and Ric Flair versus the Rock and Sock Connection. This is a WrestleMania moment. You have a team in Rock and Mick Foley, who hadn't been around in forever, come back to fight the big evil heel of Evolution. So that's a big WrestleMania moment. You see Rock and Sock one more time. So that's
fuck's sake,
perfect. Then we introduced the Hall of Fame class. Okay, and then you had the Playboy evening gown lingerie match.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm just not even going to go into that. I will give you a second trash one just because that was always a stupid way to handle the women's division.
Yep.
Then you had the Cruiserweight Open for the Cruiserweight Championship. And this is, I mean, you're talking about really fast pace.
I feel like if the Usos had one more match, maybe Rhea back here, the 16 ladder match lived up to the hype, I could forgive the others, maybe?
The okay matches.
Okay.
Yeah, because not every WrestleMania match is fucking phenomenal. But this one, you have all the fucking speed. And, I mean, that's just going to be an exciting match. You have Rey Mysterio, who was top of his game at the time. Like, that was... Obviously, it's every cruiserweight they have showcased in one match that feels like WrestleMania. Then you have Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg, the Jimmy and Jay of WrestleMania 20. Trash. 3. Stone Cold stunning them both at the end is the only one that made it worth a damn. Then you had Too Cool, Rikishi and Sakai Juhari versus the APA versus Basham Brothers versus the world's greatest tag team in another 4-way tag match for the titles. And this is, again, this is showcasing the entire divisions. Both tag team divisions are showcasing the entire divisions that they have. So it still feels like WrestleMania. I'm still going to give you the first one as crap, but I won't give you the second one because it's showcasing the whole division. So honestly, I should give either of them to you, but I will give you one just because it wasn't star-studded.
Fine, fuck you guys.
Then you have Victoria versus Molly Holly. Title versus hair match.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I mean, in this case, you have the hair being lost, the big iconic moment. Molly being shaved bald. That's always a good one to have at WrestleMania, so that's fine.
Yeah, I disagree, but okay.
Why?
I don't have the focus right now to be able to explain, but basically,
Okay.
women's image, blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, it's mostly a men's stipulation. They were the first women to do it.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Then you have the main event matches. You have Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle, which is an absolute classic, and
Damn
it
it.
still has one of the most innovative finishes in a WrestleMania main event, as far as I'm concerned, with Kurt Angle working the ankle so much that Eddie loosened his boot because of the swelling from his ankle being wrenched in every which way. So Kurt Angle goes for the ankle lock one more time, but because the boot was loosened, Eddie slips out of the boot and rolls up Angle for the win. Beautiful finish. Amazing.
Oh, god damn it. No, fuck, god fucking damn it. Wow, that sucked ass. Okay. So, maybe I can just, can I, like, hit your, yeah, let me see.
Then the last two, you have Undertaker versus Kane, which, come on. It's Undertaker and Kane. And the heat of the streak. Or the height of the
That's
streak.
not a lantern. I'm not going to be able to do that.
I'm not going to argue it with you. And then the actual main event, the triple threat between Chris Benoit, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. Arguably one of the greatest main events of WrestleMania of all time. So, WrestleMania 20. You have 3 bad matches out of however many.
What did you think was going to happen there? Are you talking about for me, Cameron? I thought I'd be able to make it faster, basically, than... Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, so... I was kind of hoping that if I do that, that I would at least be able to make it to the next light, but I might need a couple of these or something, which...
She's been fed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, she's just being a little bit of shit.
Another thing, WrestleMania is supposed to end all storylines, and it doesn't feel like all the storylines ended last night. To me. And that's weird for me on a WrestleMania that was themed around finish the story.
Well, details. Okay, do I not want to come over here then? I don't want to come over here.
Okay.
Tully!
You want to go outside, Tully? You want to mute it real quick?
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, well, Matt is doing something with the dog.
Nope.
We're gonna be muted for just a second.
You want to go outside? Come on, Tully.
What about that things?
You saw what they do to people? We have to leave. If the Inquisition takes us... Shit! Rats! Get in there! Get that David!
He's everywhere like this.
Alright, so that looks like fun down there. In a terrible sort of way. So I was gonna say earlier we were talking about WrestleMania, and I don't have nearly the same amount of expectations for them as Matt does. One, because I did not really grow up a fan, and two, because I've learned to moderate my expectations from WWE in general. So the fact that I'm watching them live at all, they should be thankful for. But what I will say is I was probably actually more disappointed, and I didn't even realize it at first until like our friend Juice pointed it out. And that is that they are almost like obvious with their just. It's not even like it's racism bordering on pandering or pandering bordering on racism. Where like, oh, I know. Let's give the match that has like the predominantly all like Latin American wrestlers. They're gonna be sponsored by Minute Maid Aguas Frescas, which is, to be fair, barely like okay. Someone had to use like it was the Taco Bell equivalent of Mexican food for drinks, basically. Like I can't speak to how nasty it might be, but specifically that it's not. But it's trying to pretend like it is. Right, so that would be the why is that going to be for that match? Why not any of the other ones? Likewise with Wingstop, sponsoring the Bianca and Jade and Naomi's match, and it was funny mostly because the 6-man match we were talking about with Andrade came up, and Juice pointed it out, and then one of our other friends who was sitting there with us also pointed out, like, and man, if they have, like, chicken or Popeyes, I think it was Church's, representing fucking the Black Women's match, basically. And then, lo and behold, no, it wasn't Church's. They have a little more class than that, I suppose. No, it's fucking Wingstop. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Wingstop. I do. It's delicious. However, come on, y'all. Really? Really? This is what we're doing? I want to die. I want to die a horrible way. There. Yep, there I go. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I know I died. So, and it just continued like that. What was it? Fucking Slim Jim sponsored not generic white guys matches, but I mean, kinda. And it's kind of like, well, but so why is that? Why are we doing this? Why is that? And yeah, so that would probably be my biggest criticism of the entire day or entire 2-day thing. But blah 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 blah. Okay, so I'm assuming that's where the follower of those guys went, but I guess I'll have to like make more Ignifer or whatever the hell. Your dog wants something.
I'm about to get her in a second.
Okay. How we doing here, babe?
Down 13 pounds.
Sweet! Oh, there are more. Well, I guess the sticks don't really matter if I can't get to fucking light in the first place. Alright, we'll figure that out. All they what was it? I can't see what you said. Strange. Hold on a second. I'm doing double duty. Oh, rats. Fair enough. All they had to do to avoid the racism was switch the sponsor. Yeah, right? But no.
Yeah, you could've put the sponsor on any match.
Yeah, but no. Like, I mean...
The Gin and Juice one I'm kind of willing to forgive. Because Snoop Dogg was the guest announcer.
And he was the guest announcer for that one because... And you let... Oops. There's like 12 feet on that. Coming close to falling out. There we go. Alright, so you said, I was saying, and Snoop Dogg was the guest announcer for that one because...
Well, I think Snoop Dogg would have chosen that one.
Well, if that's fair, that's the one he wanted to choose.
So it's not
but they have
a flattering
though,
picture.
Don't they?
It's not a flattering picture, but when a African American company chooses to sponsor the African American match and be a part of it, I'm forgiving it.
Yes, dear. Okay, I'm gonna try something here because there's a.
My point was though that
here.
WrestleMania used to be a spectacle. It used to be this is what everything culminates to, and it just doesn't feel like the wrestlers.
They don't have to anymore. That's oh shit. Okay.
Give it that much effort.
They don't have to, baby. That's the problem.
There's a certain handful that do, and then the rest kind of just do what they do every other night.
Well, there's a problem with that, and that part of that is because it's become incredibly so corporatized, which is part of their success. But the problem with that is that now, because it's such a business, that it has to be sanitized and so forth and so on, to a certain extent, so you always know what it is that you're going to get as an audience member. Like, that's the whole kind of issue with franchises and, you know, over corporatization of certain things and elements and so forth. So I guess I'm not going to go this way. I don't have to go back that way, but not to wait for this to burn out. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the issue, is that they are laboring under the weight of their own success. Well, that's the problem.
And that's where I think that Triple H said it perfectly. Like, he was asked about the Attitude Era recently, and he's like, I don't think we realized it at that time, but we were fighting for our lives.
Well, yeah.
Our livelihood.
Yeah.
Like, there was actively another company that was trying to take our jobs.
Well, I mean, and they're kind of experiencing that now, too.
Are they, or is AEW experiencing that?
What do you mean?
Like, they are still actively trying to be relevant. There are still swaths of wrestling fans of wrestling fans that just disregard AEW.
Yeah.
And they do, and you can see it in their performances that they're giving everything, especially on pay-per-views. They're giving all they can. And I feel like that's why WWE switched to premium live events or whatever instead of pay-per-views, because they knew, based on what they were asking out of the wrestlers, that it was not worth $60 a buy. I would not have paid $60 for this WrestleMania.
But you paid $60 for a bunch of other ones that were not that good, that have not been that good. That we finally stopped paying them eventually because they weren't that good. But for a while, you're like, oh man, this is gonna be trash. Here's $60.
Well, but the other part of that is there was nothing else.
Well, no, there is something else. There's a whole ass plethora of television shows you can watch on Sunday night.
I know, but I want to watch wrestling.
You can always go back and watch the old shit. So that's what we like to watch better anyway. Then may as well just go back and watch it for free or for cheap anyhow.
Well, whatever. Either way.
But no, I get your point, though. I do. I think that I personally think it is a bit they're laboring under the weight of their own success. And while they do have competition now, which is kind of forcing them to try and do new things, the reality is they don't really have to try anywhere near as hard as AEW does to get the same market share, because they already basically have it. They are in a larger media share just by their international connections. And not to be, granted, AEW has some of that as well, but they don't have it to the same extent. And it's the same thing that happens whenever you have any new company. Even when they're being successful, they still have to break in they have to, get past some expectations or, stigma, biases, blah, 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 blah. And it is still a competition, one way or the other. Now, what is this going to look like going for the... Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to stop talking. What the fuck am I doing? I can't go that way. So I imagine this was only supposed to take me back here to a second spot. But, I just came from over there, so why the hell am I going to do this long-ass way of using the rats? Okay, you know what? I just want to be able to step outside and see what the fuck I need to be doing. No, I don't need numbers. I need to blow some shit up. Okay. Alright, do I really need to come this way? Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, really try to get me. Alright. I feel like this is worthless, but okay, I'm gonna come back to where I started. That was go this way in the first place. God damn it! What was the fucking point of that?
Still alive. Stay put and keep quiet. What's going on?
So I wasted a bunch of my materials for no reason. Gotcha.
He was your husband. It's all over for him now, so get lost.
Not by myself. I can't leave without him.
God.
You heard about the law. Wanna die before he does. He's right, Anna. Ain't in danger. Get out of here.
Oh, no.
I'm tired
We
of
need to keep those rats busy.
I didn't sign up for this.
What are you doing? Okay.
That hanged man. Oh, if only I can get him down.
Well, you know you can.
Sorry.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey, where's the hanged man?
Oh no.
That was...
When will it stop?
Rats are there already to eat them.
Okay, so... oh. I know. I will kill you now.
Has to be something I can pinch around here.
Hey! Who did that?
Son of a bitch!
So that's where you were. You're lucky.
Aww! Alright, yep, nope. Time to start over again. Die. Because I know where to go anyway.
Damn, babe.
Alright, so I need to kill him a lot faster than I did. I think that's the point, is to let the rats get him.
Sorry.
Hey, where's the hanged man?
Oh no.
That was the noise. Those fucking rats are there already to eat them.
That is bullshit! Those rats did not come after him? Okay. Well, that's fine, as long as you leave, dude. Okay. I'm not sure. Oh no! You come back in here? Oh shit, you're coming back in here. Why are you coming back in here?
Has to be something.
No, yeah, Strange. I feel that.
Okay, I'm gonna die.
Strange says WrestleMania to me is that TV show that all my friends watch and I don't enjoy as much as them, but I'll watch it just so I can be a part of the conversation. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat.
The light! Quickly! Quickly!
Oh shit. The fuck is he? How's he going?
By the way, hi Cameron. Sorry we're super late on that.
Do me a favor, baby. Hold on for a second. I gotta figure out some way of killing this guy before he sees me.
Quickly.
Well, I can't. Go ahead, keep talking, because he's gonna. I'm waiting for him to move, and if I pop up to hit him with the Deverantas, he's gonna see me before I can do anything about it. I'm gonna try.
So let's talk about the thing that actually matters. AEW Dynasty. No, I'm kidding. We'll talk about that after the day off.
Okay, somehow I managed to survive that. Not sure why. We're gonna let it happen.
Well, NJPW is really good wrestling, and it's got great theater and cinema to it. Wrestle Kingdom is always fun. I don't think I've seen a bad one yet. And I have to build up the stamina to actually watch the G1 climax
Aww.
and all the other shit they do throughout
That's
the year.
a baby.
That is
Oh,
a
there's a
family.
whole
They're
ass
fucked.
room back here I didn't even see before.
Oh, but Strange, I would like to say, haha, I told you, because I just looked at the Monday Night Raw results to see if there was anything special that happened tonight.
Being executed.
Yeah.
And Ilya Dragunov debuted apparently tonight against Nakamura. Told you he was coming. So that's fun. Ilya Dragunov is fun. I look forward to watching him at some point. I wish he would make the switch, but I know. Can't get everybody.
Yeah.
Locked.
Go pray for your son. While you're at it, pray the Inquisition get you out of here too.
Oh, well, I already have plenty of that. Okay, this is seriously cocked up. That dog? Oh, fucking hell. The past 4 years, they've had an NXT champion on Raw after Mania, and then back to NXT for at least,
another year, sometimes two. Okay, I guess you're still right.
Well, maybe
Ilya Dragunov's awesome. I like him a lot.
Well, I guess we'll see under certain new, whatever, leadership.
And of course, they usher in a new era, right? And this is all going to be new, and this is going to be the Paul Levesque era. So Cody Rhodes comes out and gets his flowers, and he's all, being heralded as the future. And who comes out to challenge him first? The Rock. But not now. Because The Rock understands that everyone knows that he has to leave for a little while. But when he comes back, he's coming after Cody. So pretty much another part-timer coming in around Royal Rumble WrestleMania time to face the champion.
Oh my God! Jesus hell!
That is...
What the fuck did I just walk into?
This is all for him.
What the fuck?
Ever-living fuck. Jesus!
What the hell did you do?
I don't know, but I'm getting out of here now before they start trying to eat me, because I feel like they're going to try and start eating me soon. They were going to start trying to eat me soon. Yep. Alright, I'm not sure if I was supposed to go through there, but I certainly fucked up by not going through there.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe I could get one of those hanged bodies down.
I looked. I didn't see anywhere that I could just throw a rock and hit them.
You gotta use a slingshot.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there it is. I was looking for like the whatever the hell. That thing. The glimmer.
It's all so much.
This is...
You need to keep moving.
Yeah, don't look anywhere. Oh. Jesus. Here's that guy. Is this the one guy? Just the one guy. This is fucked! Can I, like, aim for his thing? That's not gonna do anything. Alright, Deverantis? Oh, shit's the last one I have. Alright. Alright. Now what? Shall we talk about something else?
Yeah, what would you like to talk about?
There was the... I was trying to see what I was going to say. I was trying to think. Since we're on a theme here of wrestling, what about the top 20 report from
report okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay. So, for those who don't know,
Okay, there's absolutely no reason for me to come over this way, because I already came this way. So... alright, I guess I gotta go through this tunnel again. So... let's go. Oh no! Okay, apparently I cannot go that way. You sons of bitches. Can I let another body down somewhere? Is that a thing I can do? What? Like how y'all just dart out every once in a while just to fuck with my feet. Okay, so clearly I need to use it to do something.
So Bleacher Report came out with the top 50, actually. It was just condensed when we saw it. Wrestlers of all time.
Oh, okay. Well, that looks a little bit interesting. That was like, well, top 20 is still
top 20.
Limiting, but I
well,
would
let's go ahead and let's
be.
start at 50.
Okay.
Let's move our way up. So number 50 is the Big Show. I don't hate that. He's a giant. He was more athletic than Andre. He was stalwart. He's still wrestling, and I mean, he's wrestled in.
Isn't it like more like a background
3 decades
sort of thing?
With his condition, so it's super impressive what he's accomplished, and he's memorable. Everyone loves the Big Show.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know anyone. I've never heard anyone say Big Show sucks, or he's a terrible.
What
wrestler.
the hell am I supposed to do?
It's a puzzle.
Yes, I gathered that, but like, what is the puzzle?
So you go through here.
Okay, I assume I'm supposed to go through there, right?
Maybe.
Get on the other side or something, but like, I can't take one of the things with me. And I assume like they had this bundle of sticks over here that I'm supposed to light up, which I did. But then when I tried to go through the tunnel, it went out. Let's see, try again. Oh, it went out the first time I did this.
So just glitch. Alright, number 49. Lita.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Lita has to be on the list.
No, that was my concern before when you said the top 20, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have the top 20 of all time, and you guys are refusing to put, like, you're just like, cap it there. I don't know who needs to be on that list, but I don't understand why, like, there aren't any women on there.
Yeah, but still, I think this is super low for Lita.
It is.
Her and Trish pretty much carried the women's division for a very long time.
Her athleticism, her fantastic character work, like, just popularity.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay. Oh, I need to do this. That's what I need to do. Oh, I already had enough.
But for example, 48 is Vader, and I would put Lita above Vader. Vader's fine.
Oh God, no! That was stupid.
Vader's fine.
Oh, I didn't realize I had stuff.
Oh, there you go.
Sweet. Alright, awesome. Yeah, because I totally pressed the wrong button.
Vader's fine. He was a good big man, but god damn it, he's not better than Lita. Or Big Show. He probably would have been my 50.
So already this list is probably...
Yeah. 47, Dean Ambrose. Don't hate it. But this is a list of WWE as well.
I put Bayer higher super influence in Japan.
No, and that was my point on Dean Ambrose here. So this is supposed to be the top WWF, WWE wrestlers of all time.
Well, is that what it said? Because that's not how I heard it.
Well, it's WWF, WWE because under the accomplishments that they're listing for all of these people, even the ones that have been other places, they're only listing their WWE.
What is the title of the list, though?
Okay.
Because if it says best wrestlers of all time,
top 50 WWE superstar,
then that is acceptable.
Yeah. So That's why Vader would be lower on the list.
Because if they're great, if they're not very good there, or whatever, they don't get enough attention there, and then
Yeah.
they make it someplace else, then, like, that's understandable. Like, they're older, and they've more experience in the career, blah, 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 blah.
And that's why Dean Ambrose, for me, would be an honorable mention, but he wouldn't make the list. But that's because he was not used correctly.
Oh, I thought he was used pretty well for a while.
For a little bit, but not great.
Middle of the ranch.
Clever.
The guy the light. Alright, there we go.
46, AJ Styles. I don't hate him being on the list, that's fine.
Can I get through here? Ugh, fuck you guys. Jesus.
45, Asuka. Don't hate that.
Oh, I kind of hate
Fine
that.
with it.
I kind of hate that, but okay.
Why?
I have to see who is higher than her.
Oh, okay. 44, Kofi Kingston. See, this is one I don't agree with. I would not have Kofi on the top 50. He had a great 6 months. Then they immediately buried him. And granted, they tried to bury him even before that with a stupid gimmick, and him and 2 of his friends made it work.
To some people's chagrin.
So, I'm not going to fight it too much, but he wouldn't be on my top 50.
Alright, hang out for a second, babe. I gotta figure out where these people are. Oh. Can I, like...
Hey, what the hell?
Sorry, buddy. Better you than me.
That was rude. Number 43, Jeff
He
Hardy.
tried to kill me first.
I'm fine with
Be
that.
fair.
Jeff Hardy is a trailblazer in so many ways. He had memorable singles runs. He had more than memorable, legendary, mythical tag team runs. Jeff Hardy's fine. 42, Ravishing Rick Rude. Don't hate that either. He was a fantastic heel, and he kind of picked up the reins where Gorgeous George left off for the beautiful heel. I'm good with it. That's fine.
Let's get out of here.
Number 41, Sasha Banks. She led a women's revolution. She helped pave the way for what women's wrestling is. Fine with it. Cinematic.
Magister, the Episanguis.
Let's see.
Oh, I have a boss battle coming up. I think this is what this is.
Perfect.
If I may be so bold, we know it comes from those rats, but what's it for?
None of your damn business. What in the name of God?
We call this odorous. Oh. That is just one of the effects of the Episanguis.
What
When
did
we
it
mix
do?
with sulfur. But that's not what we are interested in.
It's not.
So why don't we let our units use it, eh? It could...
It is too precious. Each Episanguis crystal must be kept for our project. Particularly as, in this form, it has been the source of some, how should I say, regrettable accidents.
Uh-huh.
Deliver it to the Bastion. That is enough for today.
Regrettable accidents.
Uh-huh.
Imagine you spill some on your feet. You'd have to do your patrol on your ass.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Alright, so...
So number 40.
Where am I going?
I need to see this.
Number 40, Superstar Billy Graham.
Come on.
He is the only reason we have guys like Hulk Hogan and all the ones that came after him. So I'm fine with that. That's fine. 39, Rob Van Dam.
What are you so excited about?
Do you really want to know?
I don't know if I would have him this high up. I'm not 100% sure I'd have him on the list. I do love Rob Van Dam. He's fantastic. He's innovative. I just don't know if I would have him in the top 50. I'll have to do a top 50 list at some point.
Okay.
Well.
Can I get down there? Alright, we can get down there. Sweet. What the hell is this now?
So this
Oh,
is
I see.
Sanguis and sulfur.
Yoink, yoink,
We
yoink.
have to crush them up together.
Alright, I'm just gonna get out of here now. I'm totally just gonna get out of here now. How the fuck do I get out of here now? Do I have to make it and then...
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Number 38 is Owen Hart.
Um,
Don't hate that. I won't say anything about Owen Hart, so we're just going to keep moving.
No,
I mean, there's nothing
just
bad to
have to try
say.
it
He
out.
was fantastic, and he was taken too
Lucas,
soon.
this one's for you.
yeah, so the shooters making that to move.
It's working. This will save my life. I need to find more. Remember, the effect doesn't last long.
Oh god, I'm ready to run into expand the purpose of like something to upgrade the menu. Oh. Okay. I don't want to read all that. Alright, so do I need to use it here now or something? Is that kind of what you're trying to tell me? Because I only have like one. Can I make more? I guess I can make some more, so, but. Alright,
Alright, so number 37 is Mr. Perfect. He's a great Intercontinental Champion, so I'm not going to argue with it. Again, don't know if he would be on my list, but he is fantastic.
Exit. Come on, it's not that far.
And now I start having problems. 36, Batista. No. He had a fun run. I would not put him in his top 50. If he was on my top 50, he'd be super low on the list. Batista is an entertaining person. I like him in his movies. He had a fun run with the Evolution storyline. Other than that, forgettable run. And then his return was way worse.
oh, when he came back with
Daniel Bryan and all that,
yeah.
and that whole thing. Just garbage. So, while he's probably going to end up in the Hall of Fame, especially with Triple H leading the charge.
Wasn't he already in Hall of Fame? He did a Hall of Fame.
I don't think Batista is.
I thought he did a Hall of Fame speech and stuff. It was kind of hilarious, actually.
I don't
What did we
remember.
watch?
I don't remember.
He was in. He did something for the Hall of Fame. I forget what it was.
He might have inducted Triple H. No, Ric Flair did.
No, I think he did. He did made a speech and it was quite humorous.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe he wasn't inducted, but maybe he opened up the.
Yeah, or he was inducting somebody.
I don't think he was inducting somebody though.
35, The Ultimate Warrior. I guess. I mean, he's kind of the Bill Goldberg of his day. He wasn't very good in the ring. He had crazy fucking promos. But I guess. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at 34. Don't hate that. I'm okay with it. 33, Booker T. I will give it to him. He made something good out of everything they gave him, and I can't take anything away from him. 32, Jake the Snake Roberts. Fantastic performer. Great villain in the 80s. I'm good with it.
Supposed to be class 2020, but pandemic happened and he hasn't had the time. They scrapped his for a different day. So you're talking about Batista then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Batista, that is. Okay. 31, Kane. Kane would be on my top 50, but he'd be a lot lower than 31.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's iconic, but I don't think he's, like, he doesn't strike me, he doesn't go with the top tier echelon guys.
So what do you define as, like, you're looking at this and you're thinking about best wrestlers, and you're like, okay, this list, is right or wrong, this is what I would do with this person, in your opinion. Like, what are your qualifications?
So you have to, there's an it factor to it, and I know that's kind of really hard to define.
Yes.
In-ring skill has to be there. Obviously, promos have to be there. Character has to be there. But also, it's like you gotta be that guy. The guy who, who breaks all barriers, and no matter what happens, you make something out of everything. And it's the whole body of work.
Okay.
And like Kofi's the perfect example. Like, I love Kofi as a person, and he's entertaining. But top 50 of all time, and you're probably mostly basing that.
No.
And you're probably mostly basing that on a single 6-month run. Whereas you've had guys who have lasted decades.
I will say that my 50, 60-year-old black beautician who is not your traditional wrestling fan or market by any stretch of the imagination knows almost nobody from WWE except for John Cena, The Rock, and Kofi fucking Kingston.
And that's because that story took the world by storm.
Oh no, this was way before his run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's what's so crazy about it. Like, I don't know why I forget why she knows. I think she told me at some point, like, what it was, like, it wasn't like a personal story or whatever, like, she, like met him or anything like that, and that's why she knows him. It was more like, she saw him wrestle, on TV, and he was the only one she remembered. The other ones she's heard of because you can't escape them.
Okay. Number 30.
Oh, dear God. Okay, fine. Fuck you guys.
Number 30 is Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. That's fine. Iconic. He did more in WCW, in my opinion, but fine. Because this is just WWF, I would have him lower on the list. 29, Trish Stratus. Here's my problem.
Oh, Jesus, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Okay, apparently I can do that. I didn't know that.
Absolutely deserves to be on this list.
Okay.
Does she deserve to be 20 spots ahead of Lita?
I would disagree with that.
That's my problem. They should be right there with each other because they both carried that mantle.
Well, but they also have a body of work that came after that, too.
Yeah, and Trish did do more for the women's division, but Lita did get injured. But I'm taking into account injuries for other superstars, too. So, yes, Lita would probably be lower than Trish, but I don't know about 20 spots lower.
Yeah. That feels...
And then 28,
wrong.
Chyna. Chyna is the first, well, one of the first women. Okay, so you had women like Alundra Blaze who proved that women could wrestle, but no one still took them seriously until Chyna came along.
They barely take them seriously now, but they take them a lot more seriously than they used to.
And Chyna started beating the men
Yeah.
because fuck this women's division bullshit.
Yeah.
Gotta give her credit. Chyna's fine. 27, Charlotte Flair. Absolutely fine. She led the women's revolution with Sasha and Bayley and the rest of them.
All the rest.
That's fine. I don't mind.
Am I supposed to, like, go under here? Can I crawl
26,
under?
Seth Rollins.
I don't think I'll
His
crawl
career's not over yet, but I'd still probably have him in the top 50, so I'm not going to fight it all that much. Because he's the company guy. He's the guy who's been carrying the mantle while the turmoil has been going on. So you can't really talk bad about Seth Rollins.
I mean, you can, but you probably shouldn't.
Well, he's super talented. I mean, I can't really take it away from him. 25 is Edge. I'm good with that. He was phenomenal. Now I have a major problem. Number 24 is Ric Flair.
Odorous won't keep them in there for long. I need to block them once and for all.
This is...
Oh, for fuck's sake! I just wasted it for nothing. Okay, so I gotta use the light. I gotta direct them one way and then use the light to keep them over there. Okay, so where do I want them to go? Y'all don't have to keep following me like that. This is creepy as shit.
So the fact that you have Ric Flair at 24 bothers me.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
This is a guy who headlined multiple promotions and was universally seen as the world champ when no promotion had to call him the world champ. He broke barriers, and it was easily one of the most recognizable people in the world. And you're going to talk about 24? I really need to see these 23 people you put above the nature boy Rick fucking Flair.
You guys didn't help me. Just so you know.
And immediate...
Oh, I gotta put them over there?
And immediate anger.
Alright, fine. If you think they're all gonna go over there, then that's fine.
Yeah, if you put it down over there, I think it will. There you go. Now just put the light there.
Yeah, but I didn't think all the rats were gonna follow it, that's the problem.
Right there. You're done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, immediate rage. 23. One spot ahead of Ric Flair. Becky Lynch. Go fuck yourselves. Seriously.
Right.
Again, going off of a 6-month run. And since then, she's good. She's fine. But top 25 of all time?
Well, here's the problem, right? And I think this is also kind of speaking to a little bit of an attempt to try and, like, keep things even to a certain extent. We want to make sure that we are being representative, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, wrestling was not. And so, if you are trying to, like, look at people and you're like, oh yeah, this person has a much better career. But they're also like 50 years older than them. So they're going to have a longer career and have more accolades and have more shit under their belt than somebody who's only been in it for like 5 or 10 or 15 or even 20. And so I get that if you're trying to look at like, just in terms of like the heat, like the hotness that came with their character and like the lasting impression, or like even with, you know, some of their innovation, then I think that what am I doing with this, by the way? I have it. I knew I was trying to get it, but now what?
So what were you saying?
So I get the idea that it's difficult to try and, because I wouldn't, like, I guarantee you Hulk Hogan's in, like, the top 20, and I wouldn't put him on the top 20. Because I understand that he made a significant contribution to the business and to the industry, but, I don't know that I value it as much as some of the other people who've come after him since him or even while he was in. So that would be just me personally. I think there's a certain, obviously he's recognizable. He's you know, part of what built that brand.
Yeah.
And so that by itself might be enough to give him the top 20. But again, then it kind of gets into like, are we just going off of popularity, not necessarily talent? Like what are we doing here? So you have to like try and factor all those things in. And I don't think necessarily Ric Flair should be below Becky Lynch, but I'm not going to argue with it when they're both in the, like below 20 anyway.
So then next we have 22, Daniel Bryan.
Yay.
I love Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is definitely in the top 50. Above Ric Flair?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
I don't know about that.
What am I doing?
21, Triple H, fine. He needs to be higher. He did a lot more.
Trying to not make it so much so that it's like self-serving, basically.
He did a lot more for wrestling than people want to give him credit for. But that's more behind the scenes stuff, so I don't know.
Okay, I guess that's what I was supposed to do. Was I supposed to do
But
that?
number 20 is CM Punk. Above Ric Flair?
Now just
Triple H.
Above Triple H?
Which I find amusing.
Above...
Find ironic. Oh, there's a light on it, that's why. Okay.
CM Punk is in the top 50, but oh my god. That's rough.
Do I get to pull this or push this? Or do I get to... Okay, whatever. I guess I'm not using it at all anyway, so... What the fuck am I doing?
19 is Randy Orton. I'm fine with that. The dude's a natural in the ring. He's gonna be... He's a legend in his own right. And he's just... yeah, I can't argue with that one. 18, Eddie Guerrero. Don't hate that. 17, Brock Lesnar. Don't hate that. 16, Chris Jericho. Don't hate that. 15, Mick Foley. He should be higher. But 15's not terrible for him, so that's fine.
God, seriously, I can't point it over where I need it to go? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You a-holes? Ha! God damn it! What am I doing?
14 is Andre the Giant. That's fine. 13, Roman Reigns. At this point, that's fine. 12 is Rey Mysterio. That's fine.
You know, reason okay, yes. Restrained comment?
So Strange said, I don't know, man. The pipe bomb legit almost caused another wrestling boom. The only reason it didn't was the people who saw Punk saw him losing a lot in the summer and gave up again. Fair. I will give that to you. Punk can stay. Number 11 is Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is one of the best of all time. But above Ric fucking Flair? I don't think so. Number 10 is Hulk Hogan. That's fine.
I don't know what I need the fucking cart for in the first goddamn place. What am I doing here?
9 is Roddy Piper, which...
Oh my god, I came from here.
Honestly, this list almost had my respect just because they put Piper above Hogan, but no, because you fucked up later. 8 is Shawn Michaels. Fine with that. 7 is The Rock. Fine with that. 6, Bruno Sammartino. Fine. Longest reigning champion of all time. Fine. 5, John Cena. Fine. 4, The Undertaker. Okay, who's the 3 you got above him because you already got rid of Ric Flair? 3, Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
I like Macho. Not like dissing him or anything. But you have him above names like Hulk Hogan, like Roddy Piper, like John Cena, like The Undertaker, like Ric fucking Flair. No. Not in a million years. Not in a million years is Macho Man top 5.
Well, so then the question is, I guess... Oh, no. Go ahead and finish your... Okay.
I love Macho Man, but no. Not number 3. No way.
You're getting there.
Number 2.
Barely.
Number 2. Keep in mind, when I say this, that Ric Flair is already off the table. Hulk Hogan is already off the table. Undertaker is off the table. Cena, The Rock, off the table.
Well, there's only one answer.
Number 2.
Well, one of 2 answers, obviously.
My God.
Is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yep. What did I say number 1 was going to be?
The man who ran and led the most popular time in wrestling is number 2.
Yeah. Yep.
The disrespect.
Well, I don't think that he would look at it that way. Maybe he would, actually. But I will say, though, that... do you remember what I told you when you were going to announce number 1? Who I thought... Well, number 2 is Stone Cold. Like, that's the only other option that it would be for number 1. Not knowing who else is on the list.
Yeah.
And who isn't. It's Bret Hart. That would be obvious to me. And I don't know why that is.
You just spoiled it, by the way.
Well, it's because you already get to number 1.
You build it up. You build up suspense.
I thought I did. Sorry. But the point is that, yeah, no, here's the thing. Like, I am fine with that. If you're not... Here's my thing. If you're not gonna...
What the fuck is happening?
I'm sorry.
No, you are totally boned, dude. I'm so sorry.
Anyway, continue.
To me, Stone Cold would have been number 1. And if not Stone Cold, probably Undertaker. And if not Undertaker, probably be The Rock. However, if we're looking at, like, a totality of whatever the hell... then I get it. And if you're not going to have any one of those individuals be number 1, then the next best thing to me would have been Bret Hart. And just from what little limited wrestling history understanding that I have, there would be a significant reason for that, in terms of technical prowess and longevity and popularity and storytelling. He was not the best on the mic, but
the worst.
He was in an era where he didn't have to be, and he was still fine. And I think that that's really what they're doing that for. But I also wonder at who is doing the list. But I always wonder that whenever I hear these.
You cannot. Because here, the end-all, be-all of wrestling and being a wrestler and being a good wrestler as a wrestler is to make money.
Yes.
It's to bring money into the company. That is your job. You are the merchandise.
Oh, God, no.
Bret Hart did not bring nearly as much money to wrestling as Stone Cold, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair.
Yeah, but John Cena did more probably than either of them. And so,
if John Cena was number one, I wouldn't be as mad.
But would you say that he's a better wrestler?
I would listen to an argument.
Well, so that is what this is. It's an argument that says that, okay, yeah, I understand that we can talk about how much money someone made, but is that going to be the real reason that they should be considered as being like number one or number three or whatever? You want to look at as much of the other factors as possible, and looking at the time in which they were wrestling, I think also factors in that too.
Okay, but here's the thing. You want to have an argument on the best basketball player of all time, and one guy wants to talk about Magic Johnson, one guy wants to talk about Larry Bird, one guy wants to talk about Michael Jordan, one guy wants to talk about Kobe, and one guy wants to talk about LeBron. Mm-hmm. I will listen to every single argument.
Okay.
The guy who's bringing up Scottie Pippen needs to go home.
Yeah, I'm still not sure I agree with that one, but okay.
As one of the greatest as one of the top 5 greatest basketball players of all time.
Well, we're just talking about the top 5, then it'd be really hard for me to say that, but God, stop it! Nope, damn it! Back foul demons! Jesus!
Burning fire!
Where are y'all coming from?
Oh, they start running at your ass.
Damn!
He wasn't playing with you.
Jesus! Y'all weren't fucking with me before, so what are we doing here? Why can't I jump up on this?
But that's my main problem. I'm not saying that Bret Hart doesn't deserve to be in the top 50 list. He absolutely does. But not top 5. Top 5 is your Mount Rushmore.
Uh-huh.
And he shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I would disagree with you on that, but more of that's coming out of a feeling than it is actual, like, proof. It is mostly just based off of understanding, like, I understand your personal preferences and favorites. But I think that for the time in which he existed, he was the Stone Cold. He was the only one there. He was the man.
No, Shawn Michaels was.
Well, they fought each other for that too. Shawn Michaels had a lot of problems as well. So I think that's part of it.
No Jeff Jarrett, bad list. That's the only thing I agree with on this list, Trey.
Curiosity, how long have we been running tonight?
It's about time.
Okay, because I think we're almost to this.
Hour and a half.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Once we end this chapter, I was ready to call it.
No, I think we would too, and we're almost to that thing, but it's just going to take me a while, and I can't. I don't have the energy anymore to keep playing this game. It's so fucking frustrating.
You need to hit the helmets.
Well, no, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try this again. Oh, no, wait. Yoink, yoink. I'm going to try and stealth this. Well, can I stealth this part? Can I do this without alerting him? I don't think I can just alerting him.
I must make him move.
I think you can.
Well,
you just have to hit the fucking thing.
I am, but then, like, what happens after I do?
Just throw it. Yeah, there you go.
That noise.
Drop.
Hey, you!
Oh, well, that was stupid.
Yeah, you probably should have been crouching there.
Probably.
Will strike you down.
Never mind. Alright, that didn't work. What do they call it?
You're done?
Yeah, it's been a longer stream than I anticipated. I'm glad we started earlier than usual.
Yeah.
So that was part of it. But yeah, no, I'm done.
Hey, we'll call it there then.
Oh my god.
So in conclusion, Bleacher Report sucks, and they need to stick to actual sports and not try to rank.
I think that I would be curious as to who made the list, but I also would like to see, because here's the thing, your favorites and my favorites obviously are going to be different. There's going to be a lot of overlap just because we probably watched a lot of them around the same times.
Yeah.
And the limit to how much we started watching them. And granted, being in the business and industry and everything like that, understanding like the
nuances.
The nuances as well as the history that came before you started watching and being a fan. Because what's the oldest person who's on there? Not like in terms of age, but in terms of like when they were on the scene.
Bruno Sammartino.
Which was
60s.
That's the only one, isn't it?
Well, there's a 70s guy who kind of overlaps
and
with
then
Bruno.
Everything else was 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Well, because that was when it became real popular.
But there were also wrestlers before that an argument can be made were better than all of them.
Yeah,
and so that's where I think that some of the challenges and like when you have somebody who's doing the list, the generation that they grew up in, that they're watching these, and so some of it is the personal preference and bias that will fall into that. And I think that's where you potentially get people like Bret Hart being at the very top, but I also don't feel like that's entirely inaccurate. Just because of what I understand to be the respect of him, his name, his talent, and the different matches that he put on, and the ability to be that top guy. Like, that's who he was.
Yeah.
So,
No.
That's fine if you disagree, but...
Maybe I'll do my own list at some point.
No, I think you should. But I think that it's important to also recognize, like, what is it that makes that person go, like, whatever the different criteria you're going to use. And know that it's going to be hard. Because even, like, other people you're listing, like, it'd be really hard. Like, that's why I have a challenge with all of these lists. Things like this all the time. It's like, well, I don't agree with this one being down as far as they are. I agree with them being on the list altogether. I don't agree with this person being on the list altogether. Or, like, I wish that they were higher, but I don't know who I would put them, who above them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who I put below them. That sort of thing. I think Asuka should be a lot fucking higher. I would put her above Trish and Lita. Me personally.
I can see that.
But I would put her above a lot of people. She would probably be, if not in the top 20, pretty fucking close to it. But that might be a personal...
I also feel like your list would be more women heavy than other people's.
It probably would be. But I guess that's a question of, like, who are you watching?
Yeah.
That's it, too.
That's fair.
So.
That's fair. So, Strange, before we end, said, I agree with Matt on most points. The only difference is Kofi, but that might be a young black boy's ambition talking. Listen, I know Kofi did a lot for the
representation
and African American culture. I get that, and I respect it.
But
and it was very important to the history of wrestling.
There's no but. Okay, good.
No,
good.
I'm not gonna have a but. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
I would not put him in the top 50.
That's fair.
There's been hundreds of thousands of wrestlers, and
I guess the question: if you take him out, who do you put in?
Who is not on this list that I really wish I could have seen on this list? JBL.
Okay.
JBL probably would have taken Vader's spot, though.
He would have been lower.
Yeah. But I still probably would have been there.
Yeah, but if he's taking Vader's spot, is Vader even on there at all?
That I have a really hard time putting Vader on there.
But see, that's the thing, is that, okay, so you take Vader off, but like Kofi's still on there as a result. So
no, I understand. I'm trying to find someone to
to
replace Kofi, and this is why Kofi might end up being on my list. He'd be closer to 50.
That hurts because JBL is...
super racist in real life. Well, that's why, no, he's a bully, and I know backstage he's a piece of shit. But as a wrestler and a character, he's very good, and he helped carry the company with John Cena. He was the heel for John Cena on SmackDown. It was Eddie and JBL and Cena and Triple H kind of carrying those shows.
Well, so then I think that for me, and then we're gonna wrap this up really quickly. For me, I don't think you can completely discount the backstage stuff. I think you have to.
Well, then CM Punk needs to go way back.
No, I'm not saying that you like, and maybe that's why he does go down or whatever. But the idea is that, and a lot of people in there are problematic because, again, wrestling for a long time was very, very problematic. It still is. They're just trying to not look as problematic as they usually are. So you're gonna have that issue in there. Some people worse than others. Side eye JBL and Hulk Hogan. But like Chris Benoit, is he on the list out of curiosity?
No.
See,
if we
there's
were
a very
discounting,
obvious reason. Why
there's a big
not.
reason he was not included.
But if we were not considering,
if we were not talking about outside, he would have to be on there, and he'd probably take Kofi's spot
easily. He'd probably be in the top 5 or 10.
Yeah,
but
yeah, no, that's granted. Okay, Kofi might actually end up making my top 50 because I'm having a hard time thinking of a WWE guy who is better.
Well, we're gonna.
It's not already on the list.
I want you to go ahead and marinate on it, and we can talk about it next time. We'll be back on.
Oh, there was
Wednesday.
no Paige. That bothers me.
We will talk about it next time.
Or AJ Lee.
No, there were a lot of women left off in general.
So there's probably a woman that would end up taking Kofi's spot.
But I think we should table this for next time.
Okay.
Please let us know what you think in the comments. We will be back on Wednesday. I do not believe it'll be Side Chick Wednesday, as Juice has indicated that he may have plans that night. But we will be back one way or the other. Maybe we'll just do Helldivers. I don't know why I thought Battlefield. Helldivers. Just so if we wanted to talk, it's easier to talk with Helldivers than it is with this game.
That's fine. And we could, if not Helldivers, we could find something. So, yeah.
Yep. Or if not else, we'll go back to this game. Who knows? So we can just at least finish this fucking chapter and then hopefully move on to the next one. So, but yeah. That's it for us here at No Collar Entertainment. Make sure you check out, I'm going to put the link, or I'm going to share somehow if I can, for my sister's appearance on Pictionary. It's pretty funny. And we're really proud of her. And Eric, too. And those of you guys who are in the chat, make sure you check it out and give them likes and subscribes and stuff. But for us here at No Collar Entertainment, this is Ariane.
This is Matt.
And we're out.
Maybe Walter over Kofi?
Was Bray on there?
Oh, and no Bray Wyatt went on there. Oh my god, I put Bray Wyatt over Kofi.
Alright, we're out.
Bye.
Bye. I really should probably set this up before I actually say bye. Alright, bye!